Alright, now as you can see, if you look at the piece, that the legs are too big and they have to be taken down. You look at the proportion of your piece here, so naturally this has all got to be taken down right in here. See? On this side. And it's got to be taken down on this side. That's why I wanted to kind of establish the hands so that we could get a general idea of what we're doing here. Let me come in here, cut a notch, and another notch, bring this between the legs down just a little bit more. Well, I say the feet will be and we won't shape the shoes until we actually have this down the way we want it. I'm sorry. Let me redo this clock. I'm sorry. It's I have to keep time. I don't mean to interrupt on this. This is live, so. And I still forget. I get involved in the carving, and I often forget to set my clock. And I have to because you know, the way YouTube operates is if I go over 10 or 15 minutes, then it will not take the video. So I've made the video for nothing. I mean, you can splice it, you know, but I don't have the equipment to do that right now. To, as we say, make it into 2 videos and stuff like that. I'm just no Texas boy. Don't have a whole lot of knowledge of a lot of things. Okay. All right. Now, let me go ahead. Now our arms should really come more this way. It should be more like a, so I want to take a little bit off in here. And this area is really pretty tough in here, so you will have to keep your knife sharp, in other words. See? Keep your knife sharp. I'm going to kind of separate these legs a little bit. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get in this area, and you have to be real careful. This is a very breakable area. You just kind of work it, little chunks off as you go along, and take little pieces out. You can't really get the bandsaw in there very good to cut it, so you have to whittle it out. And then when you can get your knife blade in there, then you turn it over and you just kind of come out like this. You can really cut some pieces out of there. There we go. Looks like, there, see that? Piece fell out of there. See how I turn my knife like this and just come out like that. where I don't have to come down with it, but I can get separated in there. There we go. There's more like it. Okay, now let's look at our project for a minute, okay? There he is sitting there. And once again, let me kind of separate that coat from the legs. Okay. Looking better, folks. Slowly but surely, looking better. Look at that now. See? Okay. Let's work on these arms now, because we have to bring these arms are actually way too big. And what I'm going to do is sort of cut these arms down just a little bit where they come out. Whoop, another bad place. Woo. Man, oh man. There's some just like on the woman, there were some places on this wood that is just, I gotta really watch it. Okay, well let me just go from the top here. That way it'll be so much easier. There we go. See what I did right there? Where it's kind of, and the same thing here. Come from the top. And then I can bring this down in here. Kind of bring this over from there. And kind of flatten this out in here. See that? Where it sort of gives it the and the same thing over here. There. And then you can bring your arm down in this area there, just like that. Start off big, folks. Start off with a much larger arm and stuff like that. And then you can remove away. See? You can remove things away from it, but you can't add on to it. Then I can take and remove a little wood in there. See that? And I want you beginners to understand when I say I don't really want you to tackle projects like this. It's not that you can't do them. It's just the fact that you will become very frustrated with them, and you will just, do the easy projects at first. It's taken me a long time to learn to do this. Okay? So begin with your easier projects at first, and then you're slowly get that. But now look at that. See? And then this will come down in here. But start off with your easier projects first. Okay? Don't kill yourself trying to do something that is too difficult for you. It's like when you come out to a refinery where I work. If you go out there and think that you can learn everything in 5 minutes, or it would not be wise for me out at work to go and try to start a pump that I never started before in my life without some help. So, okay, we're looking good.